Tell me what's happened to your house here.
Yeah, well, you can see it's a scene of some devastation, unfortunately. Yeah, I wasn't here last night, but I got a call from my sister, who's lodging with me at the moment, around about midnight. 4 o'clock this morning. She'd gone to bed at midnight, and there was no flooding at all. Normally, you can see my garden here. It normally takes at least 24 hours, probably 2 days, for the water to progress up from the brook here up to the back of my house. And she'd gone to bed last night just before midnight, and the brook was flooded this way, going away from my house, but there was no water at all in the garden. And then I got a call at 4 o'clock this morning to say that she'd heard a big crash bang wallop in my garage, came down, and the garage was completely flooded. So the water had gone up probably the best part of 3-4 feet in a couple of hours. And my entrance lobby into my house was flooded, but the ground floor wasn't. She did her best with assistance next door to get my flood barriers on, but they haven't done what they needed to do, unfortunately. I think they're partly due to the fact they weren't on in time. But then I arrived back in the village about 4:30, and there was the best part of 2.5 foot of water through the ground floor of my house. And you've been in, so you can see what damage it does, unfortunately. So, but it's an entirely different scenario to the flooding I had in 2007. This has happened so much more quickly. It would, as I say, it would take 2 days normally for the water level to rise sufficiently to come into the house.
And why is that? I know there's a lot
I
of
don't
money.
know. It's pure speculation. The only thing I can say is it didn't seem to me that the rainfall was heavier than 2007, and also, that year we'd had a consistently heavy rainfall for 12 months. Obviously what's happened since is the Environment Agency have done a lot of work in the village, for which as a village we're very grateful for, but it's unfortunate. We don't know the exact story yet, but it appears one of the pumps has failed, and we had some minor flooding in July when they'd done all of the work, but the pumps hadn't been commissioned, and the water rose very quickly then. I'm just wondering, and this is obviously something the Environment Agency will be able to answer, but whether the work they've done has actually made the flood risk greater if the pumps aren't working. If the pumps work, and as you can see outside, the water's now gone, and it's been pumped away in a couple of hours, completely gone from the front of my house. So if the pumps work, it's brilliant, but for some reason overnight the 1 or 2 pumps have failed, so very unfortunate.
So how do you feel today? Stupid question, but
pretty devastated. I was out for 18 months after the July 07 flood, so to go through that process again is difficult and will be difficult. But nobody's lost their lives, and not in this village. So we'll continue on and do what we did before.
And you can still get insured for your house?
That'll be a question now. There wasn't an issue last time, but obviously I've got to speak to my insurance company about the claim I'll need to make, but also about what it means for me going forward in the future.
Good luck with it.
Thank you.